make it with us tonight. And just before we start, a couple pieces of housekeeping. If there's an emergency, there's the exit right there, the same door you came in. Just go down the steps, follow the screaming throng of people. If you have a bathroom emergency, the bathroom is just right out to the right as you go out the exit door. Just give a knock. It's a single serve, just in case you don't want to surprise somebody. Hey, so that's the housekeeping, but we've got two fantastic acts for you tonight. First, we've got the solo act, the bottle episode. And we have our short form team newspaper podcast. Right, so before we begin, has anybody here in our audience not seen any live improv before? You don't know what it is? Okay. Wow, okay. Has anybody not been to the Improv Providence Guild before? Oh, okay. Wow. Well, just so you know there, young lady, that everything you're going to see is made up right here on the spot just for you, and there might be a little bit of audience participation, so they might ask for suggestions. So just to get you warmed up, somebody asks, what's your favorite color? You say, 1, 2, 3. I love that color too. That's what I'm going to paint my bedroom when I go home. What is your favorite finger on your right hand? 1, 2, 3. It is a very valuable digit. I completely agree. All right, so now we know how this works. Well, let's bring up our first act here, and without further ado, we've got the bottle episode.
Thank you for coming here to the Providence Improv Guild. It was a long way for myself. This is the bottle episode, and I am your host, Hoyt Wycraft. Just a little background about me. I am a techromancer from dimension 3345, and I travel across the planar sphere, putting on my show and entertaining the masses across infinite realities. I also have a cell phone repair kiosk at the mall. What you are about to see is not improvisational comedy, as you call it in this dimension, but instead an intricate simulation being projected onto the stage by quadrillions of nanobots floating in the air around us. Before I begin, the computer needs input. Please, from the crowd, a non-geographical location that makes you feel safe. Library! The nanobots begin to whir and whiz. They start to build the room around us, materializing objects one by one. Over here is, of course, a bookshelf with an assortment of books that are not arranged by the Dewey Decimal System, but it's really more of an eclectic collection. This is someone's personal bookshelf. Back here is an old wooden desk with many drawers, some of which have locks on them, and there's a creaky chair behind it. Over here, there's a big poster of a cat that says, reading, sorry, it's pronounced differently in my dimension. Reading is the cat's pajamas. That's what the poster says. Over here, there's an intricate bar set up, kind of like this is a personal little shelf with all kinds of booze and such. On the old wooden desk, there are many trinkets. There are some mutant balls that are clacking back and forth. There's a stress ball, which kind of squishes out and comes into different colors when you squeeze it. And there's a magazine for Librarian Weekly. There's also a disco ball hanging from the center of the room. If there's one last thing I will say about this room is that it smells like a friend. And with that, the simulation shall begin. those books on the banned list forever. Nobody keeps old Johnny Two Eyes reading. No one keeps me from reading is what I mean. That dastardly librarian thinks I'm not mature enough to handle the themes of Les Mis or The Tale of Two Cities. I'm 12 years old now. I deserve to read any book I can get my hands on. And on top of that, that squirrely librarian took my favorite Slinky as well. Yes, interesting. I remember the first book I got. It's from my uncle. It was a Magic Tree House book. And it was the Magic Tree House retelling of the great art heist of the 87 summer heat wave. And I saw that book and I thought, wow, I want to do an art heist, but I'm going to steal the most valuable art there is. All the books they don't let us read. I might just trash this place. I might just ruin it. I might actually, now that... Okay. Why? Among the glass, there's a key that was hidden inside the disco ball. That's interesting. Maybe it unlocks one of these locks here. Well, that's just a lot of paperwork. Paperwork about an emergency. Paperwork that has an alarm sounded in it. This is interesting. These are quarterly reviews for the librarian. And what's this? Wow. That librarian really got torn apart by the principal, saying, "You're letting kids read too many books, and you're not encouraging enough math." What? I don't understand. This whole time I thought the librarian was the one who wanted to keep us in our place by not letting us read the books, but really the librarian is being put in their place. Goodness me. This goes all the way to the top. So it's the principal. Feel a little bad for smashing that disco ball now. I remember the first time I developed a opposition to authority. I was in the 3rd grade, and I was told there will be no foursquare in this laptop. That was when I learned a very valuable lesson about authority, and that is that you cannot blindly trust it. that I shouldn't have an immediate distrust of authority either, because this librarian, Mr. Marital, is really trying to look out for us. Goodness me. Oh boy. Jeez. Gosh. Wow. That's a lot of revelation for a young lad like I. Yeah, right. Okay. Alright. The door, the desk, it's old and wooden, but these drawers don't seem to line up. There's something hollow in this desk. A secret compartment full of books on various topics like cooking for your gluten-free friends, great summoning rituals for you and your cats. These are all the banned books I've been looking for. But if I take these books, Mr. Marital's gonna lose his job because they'll find out. Well, I guess to take care of his job, I need to leave them there. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna be a normal kid, not like a heist kind of one, not like a Mission Impossible thing. This whole deal came with a lot more reflection that I'm sort of comfortable with. So I'm actually gonna abandon the mission here. Really wish, that's a lot of broken glass. I feel bad about that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna actually, this was never locked. Alright, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Simulation complete. Thank you.
Let's put it up again for the bottle episode! Hey, if you're watching this and you think, I might like to try that, well, guess what? We offer classes here at the Providence Improv Guild. Just go to... Yeah, I know! Isn't that crazy? Just go to improvpig.com. You can log on and see what's coming up for classes. And also, there's merchandise there. So maybe you want to kind of show your pig off. Whatever that means. So, a new catchphrase, perhaps. All right, so without further ado, let's welcome our short form house team, and that is Newspaper Podcast.
The least enthusiastic high five I've ever received.
Really? Was it like...
Frank broke my hand.
Great.
Look at that,
We are Newspaper Podcast. We're going to play some short phone games for you. The first one we're going to start with is a game called Wicked Smart. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. All three of these people, these lovely, beautiful people here, they're all experts in almost any topic. But you give us a topic and they will all be experts in it. So what's any particular topic in the world? Any subject?
Electrical sockets.
Electrical sockets. They're all experts in electrical sockets. And they are going to give me a number from 1 to 3 also. Two. Let's start with Jared then. Sure. Jared's going to speak. At any time during Jared's speaking about electrical sockets, anyone in the back line can yell,
Challenge!
and then I will address them and they will give me their challenge. I will either accept or reject the challenge. If I accept it, they will take the center spot and begin to continue on with the discussion about electrical sockets. If I reject it, they go back and the original speaker continues to speak. 2 minutes on the clock. Whoever is standing in the main spot and continuing to speak at the end of that 2 minutes is the Wicked Smart expert of the night.
Are we playing tackle or touch?
Neither.
Flag.
All right, let's begin. Experts in electrical sockets and begin.
So a lot of us probably looked at electrical sockets and said, hey, that kind of looks like a face on there. But if you think about it, that face it's a face of shock on electric sockets. And that is kind of really too weird.
Challenge?
Yes?
Are we gonna start with puns? We're just starting with wordplay?
That is
They just
so
know better
fair.
than that?
They do, but you're not defeating anything about what Jared is saying knowledge-wise. Jared, please continue.
It must have been planned. They must have known, make a look of shock on them because it will shock you. And that's one of the things about electricity. It's fucking shocking. But not in a good way of shocking things. Like the
Challenge.
Yes, sir.
Electricity can be put in
Yes, that's
shocking
absolutely
ways.
true.
It
Please.
can be used to help people.
Please continue.
So you shouldn't self-administer electricity to yourself. Obviously, that should be done by a professional.
Challenge!
Yes.
What?
It's so fun. Have you never done it?
You know what? It is true. I've looked at it before. Please,
That's true.
continue.
Oh, one time it was an accident. I was unplugging the Christmas lights, and my finger was wet, and it was a little shock, and now.
challenge.
She's just
what?
making a move.
She's just shrugging. Yeah.
That's true. She is just struggling. Jared, please continue.
I'm not wrong.
This is not an argument. This is a dance they used to do in the Snoopy cartoons.
Yes?
That has nothing to do with electricity.
Absolutely true, John. Please continue.
So back to sockets.
1 minute.
Let's see. There are various sockets. I have an older house, so some of my sockets are only a 2-prong sockets. They're called prongs. Those are 3 things that actually come out of a plug that go in. The socket is a receptacle. So you have prongs and receptacles. We also call them male and female ends, but in these days.
Challenge.
What?
It is 2023.
I believe John was just about to make that
explain
point.
that.
Continue on. Huh?
Yeah. So I'm saying, I mean, really, a light socket is gender neutral, so we don't need to put in.
A
so
challenge.
Yeah.
But still, they're using the male-female. That makes me think of fucking when it comes to plugging things in.
Challenge.
nothing to-
Everything makes him think of fucking.
This is true. I'm rejecting your challenge. I'm accepting Rachel.
What are we talking about?
Electrical sockets.
Right. So, if you get your finger wet and you just touch.
Challenge.
What?
That could also have to do with bucket.
That is true. Jared, please.
Prove my
Which is why. Oh no, I won't say that. So be really careful about who you're letting plug things in, because if they're thinking of it and you're thinking of it, maybe those aren't
20
the people
seconds.
you want to have thinking about it.
Challenge.
Thank
I
God.
don't want him to win.
Sorry, that's not about the challenge.
Come
Continue,
on.
Jared.
Oh, that was a good one.
Because we're so when I plug things in, challenge. What?
Is he really talking about electricity?
No.
No, he's pretty much talking about himself. John, please
Oh,
do.
thank you.
10 seconds.
So I think what people are trying to say is that they're very dangerous if they're done the wrong way, but if you get a little bit of shock out of it, it can be quite a rush. So I mean, I would not recommend throwing a fork in there, but of course licking your fingers.
Challenge! Damn! John, you are the winner. You are
Yes!
the smartest of the wicked snuff. Yes. Yes.
I know my sockets.
For all your electrical socket needs, please see John
I
Wayne.
found myself going in a direction I didn't want to go further in, so
Our next game is forward reverse.
That must be sexy.
I sure am. I feel like I won that game by proxy, and take it. I will take it. So this game is called Forward Reverse. My friends here are gonna do just a fun little improv scene for you, and when I decide that I want them to redo part of it, I am going to yell reverse, and they will do the scene backwards until I've had enough of it, and then I will yell forwards, and they will continue the scene way they intended to, in the direction it was supposed to go.
Forward.
challenge.
No.
Are we good?
Yeah, we need problem.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Can I get a word from the audience that starts with the letter T?
Not that.
Ptolemy.
You're so funny. Tightrope. Tightrope. Your word is tightrope.
You got this. Don't look down. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Just.
Why would you call for me?
Keep your balance.
Why would you call my name if you don't want me to look at you?
I didn't call your name.
You know what I mean?
Gary, calm down.
You just called my name! You
What's
just
called your name.
Reverse!
You just called my name!
I didn't call your name before.
Why did you call my name if you don't want me to look down?
Don't look down.
Why are you yelling at me?
Forward!
Why are you yelling at me?
Don't look down.
Why would you call my name if you don't want me to look down?
I didn't call your name.
Did you hear me? You keep yelling
Gary,
at
you
me.
need to calm down.
Gary, you just used my name!
Honey, did you remember to take
Whoa!
the clothes out of the dryer?
Oh,
Gary,
what?
you can't hang on the rope.
Yeah, I can't fall.
Honey, did you remember to take the clothes out of the dryer?
Can we talk about this later?
I think we need to get that off your mind. Did you take the clothes out of the dryer?
I don't remember, okay? Could one of you
This
come
is
get
not
me?
the time to not remember, Gary. I mean, your wife came all the way over here to ask me a question.
We are partners in this relationship in taking care of the house.
Honey, can you please climb up here and get me?
I'm not climbing up there and getting you again.
Honey, please.
No.
Oh, so I knew you were talking to her. I thought you were talking to me.
Why are you calling him honey? What is going on in the office?
Anyone that will save my life is my honey right now.
Oh, how dare you!
Wow, I'm so sorry this is happening.
What a terrible time to discover
I
this.
know, what a terrible husband he is, isn't
Right?
he? We should just let him hang up there.
That was my
That'll
plan.
teach him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't reach the platform.
That's not our problem, Gary.
Maybe if you help me with the laundry, I could help you with the little tightrope
Yeah.
incident.
Maybe you should take your relationship a little more seriously.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I mean,
Why is this about you guys? I'm about to die.
This is always about him. He always tries to turn everything about
he
him.
does this. Whenever we have to practice too, whenever I get him in here for like, it's always an excuse. And what about me? I'm like, good God, just walk across the damn rope. It's not that difficult.
Then you come up here and do it if it's not that difficult.
I'm not a tightrope walker. I'm
No, neither am I, apparently.
Stop talking mean to him. He's been nice to me, unlike you.
I'm the only person who's actually paying any attention to Karen here. It's all about you.
Could you at least put the net up so I can fall?
I've told you, we're not using the net. It's a false sense of security.
The net's in the dryer anyway, honey.
Oh, I'm hoisted by my own petard of not doing the drying laundry. Will one of you catch me when I fall?
Well,
You've been talking an awful lot and now you're quiet?
look,
Will
Gary.
one of you catch me?
That sounded accusatory to me. Did that sound accusatory to you? Like he's not the one who got. He gets in trouble. He expects us to be
Right,
the
we're
ones
gonna
to
bail
get him
him out,
out
right?
of
Ah!
Reverse!
Ah!
Forward!
Ah!
Reverse!
Ah!
Forward!
Ah! Oh, it was only 7 feet. Oh. 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 Oh.
All right, do it again.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm gonna go back to the trailer and finish the laundry instead.
You don't
Good
have,
for you.
you don't have to pull that attitude. Like, but I do laundry. I do other things. I don't pull an attitude like
No,
that.
I know.
I was almost gonna die. And you guys were just arguing about semantics in the laundry.
We were arguing.
With me, you weren't.
Oh, we're arguing. I'm sorry. I think it was with us.
No,
we were
no.
on the parade, though.
This is great. I love your work, buddy. You're so nice.
Like, so are you.
You know what's fun?
Everything he says about you, I never would have thought you'd be like this.
Fine. You wear the unitard. You climb up there and do
Reverse!
it. You wear the unitard. You climb up there and do it.
Forward!
You wear the unitard. You climb up there and do the act.
Gary,
What?
a jockstrap or something?
Golly.
You're naked under there?
I also performed without a net.
All right, this isn't real.
This is why we have to do the laundry after everyone too.
No kidding.
I didn't expect to take it off in public. I thought that was going to be a private move.
What was
Something.
Did you turn your back or something?
Right.
It's like standing there.
Oh, you want to see that other
Oh,
side?
no.
Reverse!
Oh, you want to see
Turn
that
around,
other
turn
side?
around.
Forward!
Oh, you want to see that other side?
Reverse!
Oh, you want to see that other side?
Forward!
Oh, you want to see that other side?
Reverse!
You want to see that other side?
Forward!
Oh, you
Ah,
want to see that other side? Take a good look. Because the last time either of you are going to see this.
I hope so.
Reverse!
Take a
I
good
hope
look.
so.
Because the last time you're going to see this. You want to go fold some laundry?
I'm fine, guys.
Yeah, next up is the game called
Chainsaw?
Is this oh! Hey, the rest of us.
I guess we can close the
Hey, they have to
door.
leave.
Oh, alright. Bye.
This is all about me. I know, so this is a game we call Chainsaw. What happens in this is we're gonna get three suggestions from you folks. Occupation, a location, and an object. What's gonna happen is we're gonna have to mime stuff up here and try to communicate to the next person what that is. When they think that they have it, they're gonna clap. We're gonna move on to the next thing. So we're gonna mime the occupation. When they think they don't get occupation, it's a clap. Then we'll mime where we are doing it. When they think they get it, we'll clap. Then we're gonna mime the object. When they think they've got the object, they will kill the person with the object. Then the next person will come in. So, it's gonna be a little tricky to do because usually we have a few more people, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna start out. So, first I need to use is an occupation. I mean, basic occupation. Baker? Like that. Baker. Good. Okay. Can I get a location where a baker would probably not be? I mean, definitely wouldn't be baking there.
A mine shaft.
A mine shaft. Very nice. Okay, so we get a baker and a mine shaft, and he needs an object to have.
Bar soap.
What?
Bar of soap.
Sponge? I like sponge. Sponge is good. So we have a baker in a mine shaft with a sponge. I love it. Trevor, could you like knock on the door or something? Let's see if we can get those guys back in here.
You're just gonna stay there? Hey!
Oh. Da-da-da.
Hey!
Uh-huh.
Nah.
Oh, what?
Anyway.
It's Oh! Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh. Nice. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah, it's chainsaw. Everybody up.
Wow.
Now we'll see how close
Yeah, we're
we
gonna line up in reverse order. No, you have to
No,
do
no,
that.
Rachel said your turn.
Rachel said, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Like it's gonna, what was the occupation?
I'm gonna say mad scientist.
No.
Jared,
What do you think it was?
I thought it was a scientist.
A baker, specifically of bread.
Yeah, put a baker, yeah. And I was baking bread. Location.
I have cola.
Whoa! Yeah. Mine shaft. It's a mine shaft.
That's what I thought too.
What did you really think it
What
was?
did you think it was?
Cake.
Cave.
I was kind of going cave, but I wanted to do a little different than you and Turk stumbled upon the right answer.
Oh, I was figuring you weren't gonna get the second one. I really was. And the object?
I want to say washcloth, but the way he was doing it, I want it to be like a giant power washing sponge.
Yeah, it was a sponge.
Yeah.
A sponge. You're up.
It goes great.
I'll never go first.
It goes great when we get to the point.
We always screwed up baking to science.
Which is the same thing.
Yeah, sure.
Baking's a science.
It's the science of food.
It's a science of food.
Our next game is something called
Oh no,
Gibberish expert. I can't speak right now. Our expert is going to be Jared. He is an expert in some particular subject. I'm going to give him a moment. And what the expert
We do have Jared.
what's going to happen is they're going to be interviewed by John because they're traveling the world talking about their subject they're an expert in. And their translator is Rachel, and Rachel will help translate for the expert. So, what type of field, what type of expert would be traveling the world talking about his research or his findings? Anybody, any subject? Anthropology. He's an expert in anthropology. So you're interviewing this famed anthropologist, does not speak your language, you will have to go through the translator. Please begin.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the lecture today. I really appreciate it. I know you all have to be here for class, but still appreciate you all showing up and being mostly awake. So we're going to get this over with as quickly as possible, as painlessly as possible for you. Please try to follow along and take notes. We have with us today a very famous expert. This is Mr. Clyde Wigglesworth. He's a wonderful expert in the field of anthropology, which of course you're all studying. You're all first year students, so don't be worried if you don't know a damn thing that he's saying, because he's so brilliant. We do have to bring his translator with him, however, because the language that Clyde speaks is an anthropological language from years ago, which he's learned and perfected. And the only person who can translate here is Mr. Lennings. So Mr. Lennings will be translating for Clive here whenever I'm asking him a question, so you understand that. Please try and take notes, but pay attention and don't be too noisy. All right, you're all the bathroom is, but don't use it till after the lecture. Thank you. Very good. Mr. Wigglesworth, first of all, thank you for coming. I know you're a very busy man. We appreciate you being here.
Sure.
Well, I guess this sort of field of anthropology is a fascinating field if you really have nothing else going on in your life. So you like to study ancient civilizations. Could you tell us a little bit about what was the most exciting archaeological find you ever made doing studying anthropology? It's okay, I don't get the joke either.
It's just such a charming story the way he tells it. It's, his very first dig, as it were, was in his very own backyard, where he came across his recently deceased guinea pig that he did not know had passed, and his mother had tried to pull one over on him, as it were, and replaced it with a guinea pig that looked just like it, and he found the dead one in the backyard. It's funnier when he tells it.
That must be what it is. Remember, things get lost in translation all the time. It happens. But he's trying his best, so let's all just give him a good jolly good, all right?
Thank you so much.
No. I'm sorry. So, fascinating story. I'm sure it would be better if I understood your language. But so, is that what led you into the field of anthropological studies?
Well, it's a bit that, and also he picked up a habit of, he's an avid, voracious reader, you see. And he enjoys the romance novels and the work of, Fabio. He would see his face on the cover and would want to know everything about what makes the human condition such as it is, that he could only read about it in books like that where Fabio wears the cover, and he wanted to know, could I ever experience love like that? Can humans, are we capable of it, or can it only be read about in books?
So would you say that you specialize in the study of mating habits or of such other societies? Is that part of what you're very interested in?
fascinating society you've ever studied, especially with regards to the mating rituals?
He does not like the Germans.
No one does.
Nine.
No one said German, right? So sorry.
You are. You suck. Anyway,
I think we'll agree that Germans are pretty much. Yeah.
what would I mean, this is pretty on the spot, I know, but what would you say is your favorite civilization?
Flippity flappity flippity flu, the flippity oh woo woo, flippity flap flap flap
There's been quite a bit of study and quite a bit that he's ready to publish. Almost hasn't been published yet. It's just little fine points to be done. But it turns out that the entire population of Johnston, Rhode Island is shockingly and devastatingly good looking.
I didn't see that coming. But there you go. I was just one last question to kind of bring you into the 20th century. So I understand that you're a big fan of How I Met Your Mother, right? Now, you say there's a whole anthropological sub-story that's going on with Barney. Could you explain that to us?
flippity flippity flap, flippity flippity doo, flippity
Barney's ongoing slap fight with Marshall is indicative of a larger aggression at play in humanity and civilization going back centuries. And the slapsgiving episode particularly, it just goes into, the hierarchical nature of humanity. And why would it be that his mother would keep his father's identity from him at all? And how does that circle into the entire series as it is as a whole? And, well, how did Wayne Brady even get into that family?
Sing!
I'm hosting? Oh, great! Hi!
You just gotta introduce it.
Sure. This is our last game of the evening. We're just going to play a quick little mind game. It's called Sex with Me.
Calm down.
It's as much fun as you might guess. What we're going to do is just do some quick one-liners. We would love just a word to get us started. What is something that is currently maybe on the floor of your car?
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Thank you.
Sex with me is like peanuts when you get the shell off.
Sex with me is like peanuts, and a lot more salty than you expect.
Sex with me is like peanuts. You kill an elephant.
Sex with me is like peanuts. There's a lot of really interesting characters, but most of them are children.
Sex with me is like peanuts. You're probably allergic to it.
Sex with me is like peanuts. Take me out to the ball game.
Sex with me is like peanuts. Once it's all done, it's sticky.
That didn't work out. Sex with me is like peanuts. It's better for roasted.
I get it.
Another object, please.
Mom.
Mop.
Mom.
Mom? I thought it said mom.
I thought you said mom.
And if he did, he said mom.
Oh, good.
Sex with me is like a mop, because when you're done, you're gonna need to clean up.
Sex. Oh. Sure. Oh. Sex with me is like a mop all over the floor. If you know what I mean.
Sex with me is like mom. You look at it, you know you should, and eventually you will.
Sex with me is like mom. Yeah, it's moist, but it doesn't smell that great.
plunging rapidly and in and out of a bucket.
Sex with me is like a mop. Usually happens with the janitor.
Sex with me is like mop. Improvisers are bad at it.
Another object, please.
Window.
Window.
Window. Sex with me is like a window. You can see right through me. Sex with me is like a window. It's kind of a pain.
Sex with me is like a window. If you're not careful, someone's going to get cut.
Sex with me is like a window. It's better if you're open. Sex with me is like a window. You'll need curtains.
Stay with me. Sex with me is like a window. You open it up, and then you yell into it, right? Just open it up. And then you open it. And then you, yeah, she knows.
Sex with me is like a window, because every spring you've got to air it out.
Sex with me is like a window. It's usually all around the house.
Sex with me is like a window. Close it if you don't want the neighbors to know.
Sex with me is like a window. It's really old and you can feel the leaking. Boy, the fuck that.
Sex with me is like a window. Yeah, I don't watch that either.
Sex with me is like a window. It is not energy efficient.
Sex with me is like a window. There's always a stranger peeping at it.
We need another object.
Nail clipper.
Nail.
Nail clipper? Wow. Oh, sex with me is like a nail clipper. You do it when no one else can see.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. I saw a lady do it on the subway once.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. It's small enough to put on the keychain.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. Like, you don't see anybody doing it, but you see the mess that gets left behind.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. I like to leave it to the professionals.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. It comes in a pack with all different, you know.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. I prefer to do it myself.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. It seems so easy, but so many people are bad at it.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. Most of the time there's a file involved.
Sex with me is like a nail clipper. You usually do it with your fingers.
One final object. One more object. Anything at all.
I like this game.
Bowling ball.
Bowling ball? Bowling ball.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. No, it's only 2 holes. Never mind.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. Just jam your fingers right in.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. Always in the gutter.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. You can throw it away, but it's going to come back to you.
Sex with me is like bowling. There's been a lot of fingers in there before you already.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. It's better if you wash your balls first before you start to
Go ahead. Sex with me is like a bowling ball. You're gonna want to dry your hand off on a little fan before you get started.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. If you don't get it all the way down the lane, just go get it. Just go get it. Don't call the guy to come get it. Just go yourself.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. It just needs the right amount of wrist action.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. A lot of guys at the bowling alley have experienced it.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. I actually prefer the small one.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. It's just fun to kind of hold it and feel the soft roundness of it, how smooth it
Hey,
is.
John.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. That's a whole different thing.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball because there's always loud noises involved and eventually someone brings pizza.
Sex with me is like a bowling ball. My dad's gonna pick me up soon.
So bad. Stop at the right time.
Thank you. It's been all these newspaper podcasts. Thank you very much.
Let's give it up again for Newspaper Podcast! Thank you for coming out to the Providence Improv take